What happened?
Well, Colette, just by way of background, people may remember that Enoch Burke was ordered to stay away from Wilson's Hospital School pending the outcome of a disciplinary process. Now, it stemmed initially from his refusal to use the students' preferred pronouns of they. He then confronted the principal at a school service and interrupted that service, saying he wouldn't accept her direction, and then later confronted her at a school dinner. Now, after that disciplinary process was implemented. He was suspended on full pay, but he continued to attend the school, and after that the school went to court to seek an injunction asking him to stay away from that school. However, he wouldn't abide by that injunction. He kept on going to the school, and on Monday, due to his refusal to abide by it, he was jailed for contempt of court. Now, today the school was back in court and said it was seeking an interlocutory injunction, which means the injunction will be extended until the outcome of the disciplinary process. And it said it was doing so because Enoch had made very, very clear that he wasn't willing to abide by the original injunction, the interim injunction, and stay away from the school. The school said it had serious concerns about his allegations of conduct, and they were seriously concerned that he would continue to conduct himself in this manner when the school returned, and that it could be disruptive to students. And counsel for the school, Rosemary Mallon, said that this was not about Enoch Burke's beliefs or about his religious beliefs. It was purely about whether he had failed to abide by the injunction and whether he would fail to abide by the paid administrative leave and the disciplinary process that the school was implementing. Now, Enoch Burke has been representing himself before the court, and he stood up and he addressed the court, and he said that the court has deprived him of his liberty but not his integrity and his faith. And he said that if the court so determined, he would never leave Mountjoy, because if he were to do so and abide by the injunction, it would mean he was disobeying his conscience and his beliefs. And after a lengthy hearing this morning, about an hour and a half, the judge, Mr. Justice Max Barrett, said it was quite clear that the balance of convenience had been satisfied. He said that the other test for whether an injunction should be granted or not, whether damages would suffice, he said that in this case it wouldn't suffice. So if he actually comes out of the disciplinary process and it's found that he didn't have a question to answer, that damages wouldn't be sufficient to remedy the wrong. So he said that he would grant this interlocutory injunction until the outcome of the disciplinary process. And at that point, Mr. Enoch Burke stood back up in court again today, and he said that he still was not willing to abide by it. And on that basis, Mr. Max Barrett said that he would return him to Mountjoy. Now, he will be returned to Mountjoy this afternoon, and he is due to remain there at least until next Wednesday. However, both counsel for the school and Mr. Justice Max Barrett made it very clear that he doesn't have to stay in Mountjoy. He can choose to purge his contempt at any stage by coming to court and giving an undertaking that he will stay away from the school.